I don't have any other business to go through before we get into it. So, let's get into it. I'll see you in a moment. Welcome properly to the Jewelry Box and to Mind the Gaps. We are continuing Knytt Underground. Last time, we got a little bit into Chapter 3, and then found a completely optional side path and got quite a ways through it. So now we shall continue doing that. So fuck. Besides all this, we're also tasked with ringing the bells of fate or whatever. But, you know, this is much more interesting for now.
This is much more mind the gappy.
Yeah. Shit. Something about the music in this room is very PID, which was not a good game. Haha. One cycle. Is there a point to... No, there is not a point to these other ways.
That was probably to stop you from climbing around on the outside, if you were to get there. Uh-oh, that's suspicious.
But it doesn't do anything.
The heck?
Ah. Chibobo ready run.
Oh, the music took off.
Ooh.
Ah. We know about these.
My good friend, ball magnets.
Ooh, you might be able to skip the second one entirely.
Shit. Fuck!
Oh, that was a close one.
Fuck!
It's not as close. Oh! Lovely.
Oh! Those are not the oh.
That was great. I think you're probably going to end up smacking on them the next several times. It's just the way it goes.
As ever, let me know if there are audio issues. Windows update happened, so when I started the stream, there wasn't even audio going to the streaming PC because, hey, we updated an unrelated program. What if we also shuffle all of your audio devices for reasons?
Classic Windows behavior.
Yeah. I know we don't need to touch this data, but what if we do?
This is definitely cat gem material. Yeah.
Ah,
Oh. Shame on them for having blind obstacles like that.
Yeah, I know it would fundamentally change the game engine, but like sequences like this either need not blind obstacles or smooth scrolling. Right? Like if this was just a continuous smooth scroll room, that would change everything. But it's not. Oh, no, not that one. Rude. So I did look up that this is apparently called figure space, but I don't know why it's called figure space. Do you have any insight?
No. No, I don't.
Okay. I was trying
Maybe
to
they just wanted it to feel different from the rest of the game.
Yeah.
No, all you have to do is
stop. 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 Fuck!
You can let go to help modulate it sometimes.
Ooh. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, don't grab that one.
Yeah, it was a little bit upsetting.
That was a very close game. As was that.
Yeah, like for this one and for like one of the ones before, it seems like you're supposed to come in at them from a low angle and then just eat yourself up. Well, your instinct is to like try to stay up all the time, which seems bad.
Yeah. Something 4 hours, doctor.
That's right. If your horse is running for longer than 4 hours.
Speaking of horses, it is infuriating to know that one horse provides approximately 14 horsepower. I just wanted to share that with you.
Oh man, the horse they used to get the measurements was quiet quitting when they decided how much was a horsepower unit. It's like the guy who made the Fahrenheit scale trying to set 100 as a healthy person's body temperature.
Yeah.
He wasn't even that unhealthy. He was just someone who'd been dipping their hands in ice water for an hour.
Ooh. Oh. Alright, well, we are getting further in figure space. Dang it. Yeah, that wasn't gonna end well. I need to go through that room with more momentum.
Yep.
Well, the way I'm doing it anyway. Not like that. We've reached the point in my attempts where competency gets changed out for forgets the controls for some reason. Yeah, hey muscle memory, you mind muscle remembering what the fuck I'm doing? I wonder if this is a deterministic physics engine.
What do you mean by that?
If, like, precisely the same inputs will produce exactly the same outputs every time.
I'm betting yes. I mean, it's extra effort to make things random. But good luck having the exact same inputs. But it very much feels like something where someone speedrunning would get an exact rhythm muscle memory thing down.
Yeah. Oh, no! Ah! That was the one.
There can be no other.
Always two there are. Wait.
It definitely feels like that one at the end is sort of like you have to hit it first try, or else you just don't have the momentum.
Really? When stressed, the Jules begins to reproduce a theremin. No, fuck! Alright, well, we got there again. Fuck.
Oh.
That was going.
Yeah.
It was going.
The Yeetus was primed and ready, but then it just didn't eat.
Okay. I don't know how I remained connected to the left one there. So my comment about the deterministic physics engine is not that, like, effort has been expended to make it random, but there are certain parts of physical interactions, especially in games, damn it, that do have an amount of inherent uncertainty associated with them, especially angles and, like, the swinging. So it's not so much that extra effort would have been applied to make that not the thing, but, like, if the extra effort has been added to make sure that those won't have occasional uncertainty.
It sounds like you're talking about the butterfly effect. Oh, nice.
Got there.
I see you've internalized the reflex to become a person when you're about to hit a solid surface at speed.
Yep. The fuck is... What in the shit is this?
Uh-oh. I'm guessing it's red? Oh, who knows? It's all a bunch of random shit.
But, like, what... Why... You know, there's some part of me that wanted this to just be a massive slope elevator. You just, like, you walk into it and... Whoop.
Niflis is confirmed not a smile user.
That was it? There's just one fucky room?
This looks like the Lost Woods.
Oh.
It is the Lost Woods.
You're right. Okay.
Aha!
Okay.
Good fucking instinct.
There we go.
Well fucking done.
Ooh.
Yellow.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What am I doing with this yellow power? What's with that?
What indeed?
Oh!
Okay.
It's the one that shoots
Punished
through walls.
for trying to figure it out. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I'm very curious about that space on the left, but it really doesn't seem like I can do a lot with... Whoops.
I don't think there's a way to get this yellow and bring it all the way up. Unless you're supposed to just do it by bouncing down from up above. Possible. I mean, it looks like a nightmare to actually get through it if you were to pick it up.
Where's your activation field? Because I thought I was closer than that, and you weren't doing anything, and then you were doing it.
It might activate and then be idle for a second before doing its thing. That's not really how I wanted that to go. It is not lost on me that this area has a heartbeat. It very much does. He who hesitates is lost, right?
Well, as long as we've established that that hole in the side is extremely suspicious. Damn it.
You're losing a lot of speed.
Nope.
Yeah, they're just
Okay,
stealing
that's
so much
that's
speed from
just
you.
there. That ceiling is just empty.
Screen.
Yeah.
It would make sense that it would be, wouldn't it?
I probably can't make it all the way back there. No, not before the thing runs out.
Here's a question. Can you sneak down the side of this?
Oh, that's a great question. No.
Oh, as a green, maybe you can. I don't know.
No.
Okay.
Call me crazy.
Funny that they chose to do it this way.
I feel like I want to have an additional green charge on me.
It's a good idea.
Haha, I was right! Oh!
Oh.
Oh.
I think it's something where it's helpful, but I don't think you need it.
I touched the wall.
No wall touches.
Oh, actually, wait a minute. Maybe I can make it with the help of the green.
Oh yeah, you'd be a little bit faster.
Oof.
That's an oof. It's a good theory, though. I feel like there are a lot of places in this course where they kind of expected you to break out.
It's difficult, but I'm gonna try like 5 times here. That's my limit. That was not one of them.
At least get off the screen before it counts.
Jesus. All right, that's particularly rough.
I guess you can juke it, maybe, but maybe not.
Oh, ooh, I can definitely do it.
What?
I can definitely do it. Don't respawn me down
Definitely
here.
can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a believer. We're going off the rails of the off the rails portion of the game.
Oh, not like that. Alright, I hit the ground a little bit and ended up walking, which cost me some time. Fuck off?
Oh, I'm wondering if changing is killing your velocity.
I'm not changing, is the thing. It forces me to change when I walk through that door.
What?
Like, it's changing me back to... I mean, I guess it's just running out pretty consistently, never mind.
I meant the change from sprite to ball.
Yeah. Okay, something like that might work.
Yeah.
Turn into a ball while I am... Here's a question. Ah, okay, I can turn into a ball directly out of this. That's also important knowledge. Fuck off, dude.
Twelve seconds later.
Thanks.
Oh, Oh, I thought it was the one that was gonna say one eternity later.
Oh, it was right there.
Isn't there one that's like so close?
A few inches later.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. There's so many now that you can still only see like 3 at a time.
I gotta
Or they're in rows of 3.
I gotta figure out some better way of doing that.
Is it a you thing or a Twitch thing?
A little of both.
I have no point of reference for what Twitch is supposed to do, so for all I know, you are the most goodest put together stream.
I certainly try.
You put in effort.
I put in a lot of
the most
effort to make
out of
this,
people that I know.
and yet somehow MST has all the money. Or is the 3K just a
MST
legend?
does also put in effort,
Yeah, it's true.
but I don't know if he puts in the same amount of effort.
His overlay is just lines. It's just lines.
There's less stuff to do on his, but the fun thing that he has is really fun. The O'Lear quotes.
Yes.
All right, good. Now use it to go somewhere that isn't going to just dead end you. Yes,
Okay.
this is expected. I am surprised to see rooms that are just pure emptiness. I was expecting...
Oh, what the fuck? The top of this exits to
The Lost Woods?
there anyway. So hang on. What if I...
Ah. But going to the left just leaves the room.
Oh!
Oh.
I've done
Well
something.
done. Well fucking done.
What is this? What is this?
This looks a lot like the pipe where there was an
Hello?
explosion.
But I did anyway.
This is great. That sounds good. I hope this doesn't actually
Don't
replace
autosave
your
me.
save. Yeah.
Ooh, achievement. Mysterious forest. Where the hell am I? I'm not. Great.
You're still not on the map.
I'm still not on the map. 3.2% of players have this achievement. Cool.
There's a large amount of map that is not on the map.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for me.
Yeah. Well, I think this is nice. Just don't save anywhere, right?
Yeah, I will do my best. There's some creatures.
Thank you, DFast, for providing this soundtrack.
I don't want to go down there yet.
That would be really funny if that was just an exit and you're immediately just doing figure space again.
I don't want to go down there yet either.
Nice.
You get more horizontal momentum as ball.
That's very good tech. This seems like a little much. It was a
Yeah,
little
I'm
much.
just back where I was.
And then this goes nowhere, huh?
Okay, so obvious exits are down from over here and further east. I'm still not anywhere on the map.
I don't think you're gonna get onto the map by going downwards. I'm pretty sure most of the extra stuff in the game is below. At least so far, it seems like there hasn't been a save point.
Indeed. Okay, so that's just that room again. Hey, that's a name I haven't seen in a very long time. Hello. How have you been? In fact, Twitch thinks it's your first time here, but I know that's not true.
Freaking Twitch.
Or maybe it is your first time here. I know that handle from Twitter, at the very least. Which I hardly use anymore.
Well, yeah. As does anyone.
Yeah. Well, depending on the last time you saw updates from me, I've transed.
Majestic.
Which, all good things. All good things. Dewey, you're clearly in the Twitch chat. Would you, exclamation point Discord for the sake of things?
I can do that.
Yeah, absolutely go ahead and lurk and have food and stuff. I'd love to reconnect with you when I'm not, like, broadcasting. Yeah, if nothing else, be in that, and we'll figure stuff out later. But I am thrilled to hear from you and see your, well, I was gonna say see your face, but like see your name. User handles are weird to describe interacting with. You know, like what's the verb for all of that?
I think we have one.
Hello again.
Oh, you're gonna send us back?
Yeah,
Classic.
thanks for writing a compliment to yourself, Nicholas. That's, yeah. Mofa D's nuts.
That might be...
Sending me back to Mofa. Oh. Okay, so the only place that you could possibly have... Well, maybe not the only place, but, like, it has an awareness of how you got in there. Wait,
Maybe.
this is
But it's
backward.
making you redo this.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think that maybe that's a case of there might be different ways to get to it.
That's fine.
Technically the it is Mofa Debusu to get out of this. It's before the save room.
Yeah? Do I want to try going out again? I feel like it all leads to the void. And it's not on the map anyway, so it's not like I'm completing anything.
You're gonna want to probably check the like actual map at some point, like when you get near to being done with the game.
Fair. I feel accomplished having done that.
You got an achievement for it.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Oh, that's nice.
Right.
And then you have to... Oh? Ah, I see. Oh, wow, that was good.
Just got a haircut. Shit. Wrong button.
Here's the question. If you kill one and go off screen, does it come back?
I believe that is the case, yes. So I have to kill one that's relevant.
But yeah, that's what the blue is for. This is actually really good. You went into the wall?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Welcome to Hevor.
Okay. Enjoy dinner. Wait, wasn't I making... Didn't I make Hevor jokes earlier?
I think Vor was definitely... I don't know.
Didn't we already see a
It makes me think
Hevor?
of the protect attack meme, except with Vor instead.
I swear we already saw Hevor.
I'm pretty sure it was something to do with this, with lava drips as well.
Okay, so the words do mean something. Damn it.
That's unfortunate.
Damn it.
So what's not deterministic are these lava drips. I'm pretty sure they are. They don't restart every time that you do. Oh.
I don't have an explanation for how that just happened for me.
Yep.
Oh,
Very nice.
why would you do this?
Lovely. Lovely. Not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's a little bad.
It's a little bad. I think you're onto something with that.
Did I just move through a drop?
No.
Did you see that?
You did not go through it. You went close to it. Were you too far away, maybe?
I hit the wrong button is what I did.
Ah.
Oh. Definitely feels like I'm moving through some of these drops with high velocity. Which is fine. Never mind.
What a dodge. No. That was unfortunate. Oh, you want to be... Wow, this is tough.
Fuck you.
Wow. That's funny. That's so funny.
Sokajija. Oh? Oh.
Okay.
So it's a game of blind spots.
But it's not so bad. They're pretty... You just have to know where all the open spots are.
Thanks, Techno.
There are always plenty of relevant interrupts when platforming is involved.
The original's been found?
It's not
Neat.
Wilhelm from that cowboy thing?
No.
Oh no. Very nice.
Oh, okay.
This is great. It's like there's more open things than you think there are, sort of thing. Surely you can't just ball it.
Yeah, okay, that was the wrong everything.
Yeah. That's a Twitter link, though. It's unclickable. You're gonna have to do better than that. Unfortunate, indeed.
It's weird that this room is the second room, considering it's so much safer.
Seems easier. I think it has cheese that Niflis didn't think about.
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised that the floor is not filthy with triangles in that room, honestly.
Just to trip you up, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit!
It's probably best to take that room one section at a time.
I was trying to do that. Oh.
Good timing.
Bad timing.
Yeah. I think the idea was right, but the execution was impatient. Maybe.
Oh. Right, they technically fire more than one beam.
Wait, what?
What?
It's just doing a little one. The other ones seemed more sustained, didn't they?
Yeah, kinda. So turn into a ball, high bounce up into that space.
Oh, is it possible to...
Fuck!
Maybe you could even go to the ledge that you're looking at and not even go into that other section right away.
Oh, right there?
Yeah, you could jump to it and climb up, maybe. I don't know.
I didn't even think about that.
That might make the bounce
Yeah, that's actually
easier.
much better.
I didn't think of it until quite some time into this. Oh wow, that was timing. Yeah, I don't know what's better, that
Shit,
one
no!
or this one. I think it might be better to do it from the other side. The more verticality there is, the easier it is to control it.
Shields.
It's unfortunate.
I was a little further forward than I thought I was.
All you have to do is not get hit by the first one and then just be in the corner. Yeah. But it feels slow. It feels like there's more optimal things to be doing.
Thank you for relinking that in the Discord. I'll check that out on the ad break.
Surely we are coming up to that.
Yes, just a moment here. No! Why? Oh.
Rip.
No, 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 no. Didn't mean to fall off that ledge. I mean, I didn't mean to fall off the ledge when I was a kid either, but I still did. So I have a theory. Is this room just perfectly safe?
What do you mean by that?
Well, because, like, walking along the bottom, the thing I was originally waiting for, that's blocked to the right by the parallelogram there, based on the height of the actual emitter. So, like, whatever.
I think the only thing you have to worry about is that middle bottom one. Because you're literally walking right past it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely more trivial than the room before it, oddly.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
No, 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 no.
Oh.
Wait, hey, what?
Oh, really?
Something completely unexpected happened, and I lost all composure and speech. Yeah, because, like, just being down there is blocked too, right? So, whatever.
Yes.
Got there.
Flawless. First try.
In the YouTube edit, anyway.
Oh, really?
Okay, so this is just a lesson in crowd control.
Don't worry, it gets worse. Oh. Very good.
And also this again.
And this again. If only this one could be shot. Here's a question. Is this, as you get closer, is it actually easier to not get hit?
No.
Rip.
Actually, maybe.
Just feel like, you know, your Y offset's not changing, but your X is.
The safe spot
Nice.
shifts a little bit.
Oh boy.
Oh,
It
I
was
don't
blue,
remember the
right?
rules.
I think blue. Okay.
Do they all have one? They all have one. Okay, well,
There we go.
problem solved.
What a bunch of bad manners.
I was trying to remember. Oh! Figure space complete.
Oh, you got an achievement?
Yes, I got an achievement and I am dancing and that's all that's in here.
Oh, well done. I guess those other robots right before were bouncers.
I guess. If you think for a goddamn moment that I'm not going to check all the walls. Okay. Leave the figure space. Now then. Anyone remember what we were actually doing?
You'd picked up some pixies at some point who spoke in Braille.
Oh, right, there was
Morse code.
this.
Yeah, you were exploring dead ends, and that turned out not to have dead ends.
Yeah, I was just kind of going everywhere that I could. Because again, the main quest is, like, ring the bells of fate or whatever, but also I want to explore as much of this goddamn map as I can, because there's a lot of it. And clearly there's a whole bunch off the bottom of it, too. Okay. Another mechanical room with mysterious stuff in it that doesn't seem to do anything right now. Gosh, I'm so glad the air conditioner's fixed. Now it's loud again. Save this away. Also, additional darkness and wind this away. Didn't expect there to be darker.
I do not hear AC at all in Discord or in stream, so...
Oh, alright, well, good. Then I'm the only one worried about it yet again.
Yes, you can be tormented by it personally, but take comfort in knowing that no one else is.
Good. How's the balance between myself, Dewey, and the game? Granted, this particular game is much more atmospheric, but I've also been playing around with the audio settings recently. So, hopefully that's all good. But I am also prepared to learn that, once again, I am the only person worried about it, and it was fine before.
I hate hearing myself on stream too much to actually check that.
Got it. Well, don't worry about it then.
You and the game are fine.
Okay. Okay. Beats figure space, fails one tile jump.
Yeah, figure space has broken you for the rest of the normal game.
Yeah, I can't handle normal difficulty anymore. What else you got for me? Also, I mentioned the ad break, but according to the Twitch ad manager, something has gone peculiar, and I have yet another whole hour before it actually starts.
Good.
So you get Uninterrupted jewels.
Is that the sequel to Uncut Gems?
Machine stuff right next to, like, weirdly ornate pillars is strange. Oh, we're starting to have light. Like, there is a background here if you squint.
Refuse to squint. Hold on.
We're outside. Ooh, Super Meat Boy. No, okay. Those are not. That looks like a hazard. It isn't. Okay. Ah, I knew it. Oh, there is a... Oh, never mind. I was trying to make a joke about how many effing gates there were to open in Chapter 3. That's all. That's the gatekeeping thing. Just like, no, you can't come in here, but the reasons are completely bullshit. You know, like real gatekeeping, but in this case, literal gates.
I wish I was clever enough to make a meta joke about gatekeeping, what gatekeeping is.
You figured correctly. I was making a dumb pun. My creativity's really been flowing again. It feels good. My ideas are coming to me. The pun engine in my brain is on. Which does have downsides, admittedly, because I cannot turn it off. I'm in rare form.
We had a guy in my workplace who we would call the Punisher because of all the puns.
You know, I'm in such rare
Also,
form.
the Pungent was a good one as well.
I'm in such rare form. I'm about to release Donkey Kong.
Oh. His coconut gun can fire in spurts, you know.
And there's Chunky. He's dead.
Oh no. DK64 behind the music.
You know, if this were any other game, this would be physics enabled. I'm glad it's not, to be clear.
Yeah, it's not the kind of game where it should be.
Oh, what's this? Daniel! The area to the east is extremely dangerous. Oh, I just came from there.
Back at it with the vans.
Oh. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Picture of
Wow.
a man and a snake?
We've rediscovered gaming in the Knytt world.
So you don't actually know what a hard disk is. Hard... Well, maybe. Huh.
Holy shit, they found La Mulana.
God. Oh.
Oh no, did you break your game? I'm sure the internet can help you.
Sure. Don't I have some of those? Oh, no, there's specifically... There's 2 specific things that Cruder's interested in. Okay. Interesting. No, you can't hide this shit from me anymore.
If you visit them again, will it make you a recruiter?
Okay. Stream's not big enough for 2 punsmiths.
Luckily, mine are bad.
Mine are also bad. Wait, I have a question mark here? Hold on.
Oh yeah, the Easter Island heads are probably a quest giver.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess I didn't have the question mark before. It just kind of... The map just has that as a property of the tile.
Good jump.
I went through figure space and I got good. What's that? What is that? A basket that is missing a handle. Castle. Okay. I don't quite know what's up with Castle Fuckskull here, but sure. We're also, well, relatively close. I was gonna say close to another bell, but it's on the other side of a wall. So we might actually be several miles from it when you uncoil the map of the intestines. What the fuck? Is that a hazard? Is that... what? It is shooting at me. But it doesn't hurt me.
It's a weakling.
Okay. That's weird. Me. There's 2 specific points that Cruder's interested in. Also me. Fucks off to a completely different place. That's a one-way. If ever I've seen one. Hey, look, a village. Well, something. Oh, there are things. They're very small. And I cannot communicate with them.
They're changing the definition of a tiny home.
Apartment builders have become so aggressive with the definition of efficiency, humans have evolved to compensate. What a terrible future that would be. Okay, well, that sure does exist. What's... nothing? Okay. Nothing. I gotta see if I can get to this bell. I mean, it's the big thing, right? So... We'll go left first. No. We'll go left first, nearly fuck everything up. Continue going left. Ooh. What's that? A glowing orb of unknown origin, but it's protective. Okay. Don't totally know what to do about that. Okay. That one's a path, of course. Ooh, more things. I've just chosen the correct path. Another protective orb. So these are a quest item. Hello, a gate that would have previously been a one-way thing. That's exciting.
A gate that you actually need to use a secret entrance to even activate.
There's a save this way, which is good for everything. This area shares a lot of aesthetics with the main screen, like the title screen, before you actually get in anywhere. That worries me. Okay.
I don't think there's a connection. I think there's probably an even more similar spot later. You know what you must do.
What? Oh.
Yeah, actually, once you fling yourself past it, you might as well just walk.
There we go. Oh, who are you? Who are you?
That looks like another sibling.
Oof. Well, you know Cilia, but not Dora. Interesting. More research about glyphs.
An object and a number.
Oh.
Oh, funny. Yes, do it.
I've found 2 of them. How many more are there?
Eh. One more.
1 more. And it is also close. Well, unfortunately, we've, somebody was looking at pieces of a keyboard and invented numerology. Yay.
That's such a carcinogen thing to say.
Excuse me?
Oh, man, I should have said cancer, but I couldn't think of the word.
Oh.
I was doing astrology.
Got it.
Except I have such disdain for it that I can't even mock it properly.
What? Oh. Oh. Wait, really? Cilia's a sweetheart? What?
To the people that she chooses, apparently.
Well, scientists and educators, right? So
There's
her
definitely a dichotomy.
disdain for faith certainly makes sense in this case.
Yeah. Hmm. It is very drummy.
Yeah.
Like damn.
And whatever the hell that was.
It's just percussion of all sorts. Blue Man Group levels. Okay, that's a definite different area, huh?
Okay, let's continue exploring nooks and crannies in here first. Oh,
Nooks and crannies.
another door that can only be got to from the back.
What if you wanted to explore crooks and nannies?
That's a different channel. Ah,
Skill. The skill. All your training in Hevor has led to this.
what's that? A light bulb. What do we think it is? A soul crystal.
Some Elder Scrolls stuff right there.
Okay, so there's that door opened. So it existed solely to make sure you had to do that little loop with the robots.
Yep, I don't disagree with it.
That's fine.
Yeah. Despite the fact you'll never be back that way ever again anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not possible to ascend from here.
Your boings lack enthusiasm.
Alright, well, what's in here?
Person.
A person with what appears to be a chemistry set.
Oh yeah. They're alchemizing.
Does Celia also know you? Hello, Renaud. Oh.
Vulcanelli.
When the surface was poisoned. Okay, so radioactive bullshit. Hi, puppy.
It was very green up there.
Hi, baby. I'm angry.
This is a very interesting quest line, though.
I suppose.
We were tight with Julie. We really liked her. Now she's helping this dude.
I mean, alchemy is just
what
a
is the
science we don't
rationale?
yet understand, right? So,
Yeah, or she's just being nice.
I mean,
Like she bought a new chemistry set. She gave him the old one.
yeah, I would argue that the most scientific mind for these things would, rather than denounce them, would be to attempt to research them as completely as possible.
I mean, Once you've done that and
Oh,
they're
shit.
debunked, though, like, what are you supposed to do when people insist?
There are instruments that do not presently exist, and some would say cannot exist, to determine the nature of certain things. Alright, I'm not making that. I don't know, I feel like that's going to be Julia's perspective, is like, we don't know that.
That could be.
The humans the
Interesting.
humans wrote it off at some point in previous history, obviously. Yeah, the humans wrote off alchemy at some point in previous history, but they all fucking died. So
Yeah. Yep,
maybe it's
that's
worth a
good-
shot. Maybe it's worthwhile to not, just take everything that they decided.
True. Although it does seem like we know very little of what they know, since we're calling keyboard pieces eight classes or something.
That's also true. How does Celia know everything that she knows? I mean, presumably from Julia there, but like, how does Julia know? Did they just start with all of science and discovery again?
Sounds like it.
Is the Knytt civilization just like, it's Greece again?
It sounds like they're somewhere on the spectrum between making theories and testing theories. And some of them they're just blindly going along with, and some they're questioning, depending on the group.
Have I been here? I mean, the map says no, but like, was this part of
well,
chapter
maybe.
1?
Maybe, but I don't know. It actually reminds me of one of the Knytt stories, the really long volcano platforming you had to do.
Yeah. Maybe I've done myself a disservice playing the Knytt stories before, because like, all of the maps are like, wait, do I know this or not?
I don't know. I don't think you'd want to play them more after this.
True. I would not.
It's good to get them out of the way, so to speak.
Okay, science stuff. Or no,
Bell?
this is one of the bells. Fuck!
Shocker. You haven't got a single one of these bells, have you? No, you haven't.
No, I haven't. The first one I found, they told me was the last one.
Yep, and then every other, I think you found 2 now where you just couldn't get them that way.
It's gonna be some kind of hideous sequence, isn't it?
I don't think so. Probably just a platforming puzzle with some colors.
I know you. I know you. That kid that knows us is...
Yeah. Well, they may not be them specifically, but...
Yes. Well,
it's that one, isn't it?
probably the one that's not moving.
Yeah.
Because Niflis probably couldn't make a moving conversation point.
Whoa. This kid is like a sugar rush on feet.
Mo? Oh my god, Mo's a fucking genius.
But no one is going to believe them.
No! Celia!
Yeah, there's two sides to that coin. She's on that side right now.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I chose Cilia because she would, like, think about it logically, but in this case, Dora's encouragement would have been the quote-unquote correct. Why not? Ah! Yep, that's radioactive bullshit, alright. Just remember, you can't live here because you'll die of radiation poisoning.
This is the color of the title menu.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh, those things. Those must be the other ones that are able to live up here.
Possible.
Oh, the blue dudes and the...
Whoa.
I see. Okay. So, there are periods of safety and periods of everything must die. That is... Okay, I was gonna say, that was very cheeky to try.
It worked, alright. There you go.
It worked for a while.
Whoa. Whoa.
Think of all
Is
the
this the
souls
machine?
in there.
Is this the machine from that one Knytt story?
It's so far away from the rest of the lab. But, you know, maybe that makes sense. Hmm.
Crap. Well, this definitely connects back to the left. What in the fuck?
Oh man, that is actually really cool.
That's great. Electrifies all the water.
Okay,
what
so
a great idea.
Blue used for
horizontal movement. Shit.
Maybe.
I think it's used in the
right.
open area from there, but I'm really trying to fill stuff in right now.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're back here.
Hmm. Are you going for the bell now? Yeah.
I'm just going for map stuff. There's so much. There's so much map. There's more map than is on the map.
True.
Which is just
when you thought there was less map, there was more map. And there's got to be way more secrets in bigger space too. There was all sorts of shenanigans there. Would you be able to get away with doing, yeah. Perhaps not. Perhaps Knytt.
No, that's not happening today. Shoot.
You'll come around to it from the other side soon enough, I'm sure.
Yeah, all right. Whoop.
Oh, save arrow.
Yes, that's useful. I feel a little tempted to create a script that, like, I don't know, every... Oh, that's a solid wall. Like every other 60th of a frame flickers the map screen.
I would hate that.
Well, rather than just having the map appear or not, like when I push the button associated with that script, it does that instead of making the map show up the real way. Such that it would be effectively semi-transparent, and also I could still goddamn move.
Yeah, overlaying the map would be nice.
But the only way to do that without altering the game engine is by flickering the map real fast, so that I'm, like, moving, but also... That was a mistake.
I'm not such a fan of. So what was there? Did you get something?
Nope.
Or... Oh, it was just
It was just there. But you know, like
the
how
Nifless design school.
you know how like whoops.
Sometimes bouncing like a crazy person gets you places. Sometimes it just makes you screw up and die, but sometimes it gets you places. I will say, Knytt almost was prettier than this game. Having a completely solid black foreground is kind of sucky.
Hello, music from within a deep forest. Goodbye, music from within a deep forest. I'll be going back to that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's more to that area.
You don't just drop that for no reason.
Hmm.
But no, like the flickering map thing, like, you know how LED Christmas bulbs are technically flickering, but they're flickering so fast you can't tell?
Yeah, and then they look crazy on video, right?
Yes. Basically do something like that.
Yeah. I understand the philosophy.
I've been through this, haven't I?
It seems familiar. Unless you've just done something like it before.
I've been here. Oh.
Who would have thought that the waterfalls would be terminating in a lava pool? That's not normal.
Yeah, this is back at the end of like chapter 1 or something. Or part of chapter 1.
It's new for chapter 3.
It's new for chapter 3, but yeah, I don't have
Still
access to
counts.
those maps.
Yeah, well those maps are slightly different too sometimes, because
On account of the
then an earthquake
mechanic.
happened. Yep, or NPCs. NPCs such as these.
Ooh.
Ah, yes, the family.
Ooh. Oh. roommates.
Oh, Hannah is still extant, at least. That's good. Paradise Village.
Oh, that's close. Wait. Okay, no, all of the other quests are also still active. It's just not glowing.
Everything is always active everywhere.
Hi. I can't help but notice that your character portrait has a prosthetic leg. I think this conversation might be about to be quite oof.
Yeah. That's oof, alright.
Yeah, I can't help but notice that there's something particular about this person. Yeah. Maybe you shouldn't be pretending to be wish-granting fairies. No, what just changed? God fucking damn it.
Man.
Oh, there's a whole thing south of here that's different now. I can only see the secret connection. You see it down here?
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
The secret room connection is still present, but this part of the map is just blank again.
Odd. Interesting. I guess it was a load-bearing NPC.
Glad that the getting high cave exists.
It's real smoky in there.
Does this one also connect into the... No. Okay.
Oh, it's a
That
shame.
one house just has the... Oh, boy. Hell yeah.
Oh, man. Flare those nostrils.
You have a battery. Or whatever you think it is. Stole it.
Oh, man. Landed gentry.
I don't understand how the family came to own everything. They decided that they owned it, and nobody had thought of that yet, so they do now.
And then they hire law enforcement because they declared that this is the way the law works.
Yeah, well, hire law enforcement, create law enforcement. Yeah, there's that music again.
Oh, are we back in... Is this normal green or is this radioactive green?
I don't
normal
know.
green. It's pretty low down in the map.
Just talking to everyone willy-nilly, opening quest lines, never closing them.
It actually seems like a pretty good idea, honestly. It's a lot less back and forth if you just do a world tour once and then again to complete the quests.
Yeah,
Assuming there are no multi-piece quests.
do a world tour, get all of the question marks on it, visit all of the question marks, go visit all of the little, like, eyes and question marks that get marked, and then go back to everything else.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. Instead of do a quest, backtrack, go to the next quest, backtrack.
Oh, hey.
Oh. Her plants were dying and she lives next to a fucking
Oh, no.
spring.
Ah.
Okay. Well, you have two flowers now.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, that one was from forever ago. The next day, Junie died.
Yeah.
Oh, later that day. My mistake. Yes, you have an awesome bouncy power.
Which they all know about.
Yep. No secret. But does this mean that sometimes you're in control and sometimes the ball is? Do you and the ball share the same hopes and dreams and emotions now, or what? This is very... Oh, questions. There's a plant.
There's a rare flower there.
Hey, look at that. You have to take a long way to get to the thing that you can see.
Unsurprising. That's not that long away.
Oh. Oh yeah, this is totally doable.
Totally doable.
I think this was from chapter 1 and you couldn't do it.
Correct. I seem to recall the same.
I'm assuming beauty. Oh.
Whoops. No? Okay.
Oh, that's a shame. That really did look like a spot.
Yeah.
Oh, big brain.
Yes, 100% intentional, absolutely.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, hey! Oh. Wait.
Ah. This is where you would have been.
Really? Nicholas, your secret stuff and your not secret stuff looks too similar. Okay.
You think you can get that one? Where does it go even?
I don't know, but let's find out.
Yeah. Oh, it goes to a rave. You can kill one. Choose wisely.
Probably that one with the shooting through walls. Well, no. Maybe
We'll
not.
see.
I think honestly that's safe enough.
Oh, nice. It was. Oh, hey. Look at this. And there's just nothing here. For all that work.
Weird.
That is extremely interesting.
But I missed this before, so... Oh.
Okay, well, the mystery of how to get up to there is solved now. Your routing would have been very different if you had explored that room.
Yeah. Little bit.
So, these folks again.
No. No.
Esoterics.
Huh.
Interesting.
Ah. I like these people already.
It's a
I
good
definitely
one.
like these people already.
Stop abusing mathematics. That's a feeling.
Yeah.
So you've been here.
I have.
And maybe that is the esoteric village that you've been in. Or not, who knows? Ooh.
Yeah, there aren't any spaces on this map. Now, why?
It's definitely that little spot on the other side. It's gotta be.
Ah! Wow, I threaded that
shot.
needle somehow.
That was pure skill.
But not the needle I was attempting to thread.
Indeed. This will just go somewhere you've been.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is a pretty nice shortcut. I feel like that skips a lot.
I also never went up. Ooh.
No, you did not. The heck? Oh, is this the surface?
Whoa. Whoa.
Thank you, Celia.
Yes. Oh. What's wrong, Celia? Are your beliefs being challenged? Does it bother you that an extra-dimensional space exists?
If you dish it out, you have to be able to take it.
That should go in the codex.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
Okay,
It's
so
just-
the
it's a slight
important part
variation on
here
Golden
will be
Rule.
remembering the sizes and orientations of doorways.
The orientations.
So this will take me up to the bottom of... This will take me... What? I can't even open the map in this room. Okay, that definitely was not an exit before. But now it is. That story beat had to happen.
Perhaps. Oh.
Yeah! Tapioca Land.
Deep. Uh-oh.
That's
Made
the
of
moon.
cheese. Oh, are you about to get a reality anchor?
Ooh.
Don't go in there again.
I'm
Whoa!
going there again.
You see where you are on the map?
Oh, Jesus, yeah. What the hell? Okay.
Well, Utapioca seems like a really good transit. Getting the wheel was the easy part. Oh no, really? Really? Okay. You can't enter it from here.
Huh. Well, shit. What happens if I enter it from here? Oh, it's the stable portal again. Okay.
Yeah, that area doesn't go anywhere except here. This is the answer.
Unfortunate. Well, I was trying to explore dead ends, and I ended up in a completely different fucking place.
Yeah, I would say that it means your mission has been achieved. You're trying to find everything by doing that, and you did find something. Professor Flip Flop. We are somewhere with music.
This is another tutorial place? Yeah. Yeah. Did I need to? No. Did I anyway? Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we know all about this. Who could forget Watermelon Overhang? And Upside Down Fruitland.
Oh, there's dudes here now. Gosh, I wish the save rooms were also warp places.
Not until you get the Lord Vessel. Which these guys will probably call Large Helmet.
Okay, of all of the stuff that I have, aside from, like, the fairies, this is the most believable as not a human thing that we are misunderstanding. Like, this is actually a weird spiritual thing.
Dreamcatcher?
It's not quite a dream catcher. It's like a physical... It's like a mandala that is solid.
Ah.
Oh yeah, and the peppers.
Yes, the peppers. Oh.
You want access. This is a bell.
Yeah, it's a bell. All the bell keepers seem to have quests.
How about if I simply don't? Okay, so interestingly, from looking at the achievements listing, I have learned that it is theoretically possible to ring all the bells without paying anyone anything. Because there's an achievement for ringing all of the bells without paying a single guard. So, I do not know where those shortcuts are, or how difficult they are, but I know that they must exist.
I wonder if it's going through the disturbance or whatever it's called.
The achievement was called Shortcut Master, so I really think it's more like hidden walls and things, but who knows?
Yeah, I don't recall bypassing any of them, but then again, it's not my MO to even try. Oh, then there was an explosion.
Yeah, we're back in lab.
Nice.
Elasticity. Alright. We do have to take an ad break this time, and it is impending in just a few seconds here. So, I'll see you in a few minutes. Alright, I was gone a little bit longer than I needed to, but
Not a problem, though.
I feel very sore. And I haven't even gone to fight with swords. It might be happening tonight.
Fighting with swords.
Or rather,
Sounds exciting.
the event is happening. Whether or not I am fighting is another matter.
Could you reshare your game?
Oh. Thanks, Discord. How about don't randomly end my stream? Do you know why it does that?
I do not.
Hey there, Circle. Can I not talk to you? I can't talk to you. So they claim it's like a bandwidth thing. Like if you're not, if nobody is in the voice channel that you're in, it will end your stream because, oh, you don't need to be doing that. And similarly, if the thing that you are streaming is not changing often enough, they will end your stream. Because like, oh, just send them a picture as a file instead. It's allegedly it's a kindness, but like, fuck off, man.
It's probably a bi nitro harassment, is what it is.
Probably. Yeah, I guess left and down from here to explore more places. Maybe not that far down from here. Oh, hey.
Nice. Oh, oh man, the blue. Oh no. More nifless chicanery.
Aww.
Oh, then there was something up there too.
Do you want?
Do you get to pop up when? Oh,
You prayed for my family?
It does seem like your family are the ones who move and shake. this dude is confident in the prophecy.
So we have a stone connected to snakes. So what's this one? Victory.
It's the thing that he said.
Okay.
So I guess he's one of those.
Now where is this bird's nest? Oh, it's up there. Oh, that was the thing.
that you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wish I had a... What? Oh, ferry. Okay, got it.
A delivery. Avocado, what?
One for the fruit, one for the delivery.
Oh.
They... All the way to Oslo.
Of course, Oslo.
These are quest bullshit over here. These are specific quest bullshit in each of these slots.
Oh, glyphs,
this
flowers.
is some kind of like magical stuff space.
That's for a secret.
Ah.
Yep.
Okay, well, might as well try that again. Oh no!
That was pretty good.
Oof.
It was enjoyable.
Okay, you know what I might actually try instead? What if I just get that and don't bother going up there?
You're gonna lose your green.
Yeah, I just lost it. I lost it around the same time as I would have gotten the other green.
Yeah, you could definitely use it to get green number 2.
Yeah.
That was good science.
Somewhere around there. No, it was not. Okay. Well, still.
Oh,
That's not where this one is. I forgot.
yeah, you have to do it from high up. Almost, like, as high as possible. It's definitely a trap. There's no way people are doing that first try.
So this one's lower than that. Shit. Shit.
At least you get a retry.
Ah, there we
Ooh.
go.
Flawless victory.
A beautiful ring. And more importantly, a shortcut door. Unfortunately, there was already a shortcut through the cliff face, so meh.
It was relevant in one very particular instance that probably will not come back.
Okay. Now, there's an empty space on this map immediately to the right of me. And if my time playing Nifless games lately has taught me anything, it's that there is not an empty space immediately to the right of me.
No. Nature abhors a vacuum, and so does Nifless.
Nature abhors a lot of things.
It's true.
That is one of my all-time favorite Magic card flavor texts. It's just, nature abhors a lot of things.
Oh, I didn't realize that was
It's very good.
It's true. Entropy is quite a thing.
There was a kill spell once that, like, it was specifically against zombies or something. And the flavor text was just nature abhors a zombie. And then there was a target anything you want version of it a while later. And it's just, nature abhors a lot of things. Not as a reference to the saying, but primarily as a reference to its own other card. It's just silly.
Magic cards referring to other magic things.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's something like that. I might be paraphrasing quite badly, but... the point
What needs
stands.
killing? What are we abhorring? Ah. That thing doesn't even need to be destroyed.
No, yes it does. Yes it does. There's a thing up there, and I didn't notice it.
Oh, really?
Yep, there's particles, and I only noticed them after I went off the edge.
Good. Oh.
But also...
Possibly doable if you use that other wall.
yeah, Grave Bramble and Bramble Crush. Thank you, Techno.
Bramble Crush.
Fuck.
Grave Bramble just seems like normal magic-y kind of card they would name. Bramble Crush sounds exciting.
Oh, really? It was just a little off.
Please commit robocide more efficiently.
Done.
What a shot.
What is this? Another coin.
Coin. The least interesting things in the game.
Oh, Bracket Lion statue. That's where we are.
Quite the landmark. Ah. Do. That's what that is.
Do. This franchise isn't dead for reasons.
Yeah.
There's a new movie happening for some fucking reason.
Yes. You know, the legend is that they always were planning to do 5 movies, but like even if that's the case, at a certain point, shouldn't you have given up?
What appliance will our hero stuff himself inside this time?
Hey, maybe they'll bring back the Ark of the Covenant and he can stuff himself in there. Just dig out some of the sand.
Huh? So this will just take me back through the other room. Oh yeah, this is more tutorial stuff. Or previous chapter stuff. What do you want?
Alright. not supposed to, you say? A poke. There's a piece of artifact called poke. Gee.
Oof. Beginning to regret sending the logical person. Well, okay.
Yeah, she's
Celia.
got her own blind spots.
She's not the logical person. She's...
I believe the word is like acerbic. For when she's not like with people that she agrees with.
All of these characters are fucked up in some fashion.
Yeah.
What? I didn't even have the choice not to tell Dora to say that.
Two crystals for each coin? What are they? Discord crystals or?
Dimension crystals, yeah. So now I know they are...
They're less limited than...
They're less limited. They are still limited. Oh.
Yeah.
Yup.
So Knytt is the collective term.
Global extinction. Yup. Poisoned forever. Yup. Oh yeah?
Oh, that's why they're called myriadists. Damn. It's a major NPC.
So something happened in the development of science and technology for humankind to renounce it in favor of returning to spirituality, because religious practices were onto something apparently. And then war happened because we could never agree on that either.
I thought he was saying that they abandoned religion for atheism and science, and that's what caused them to die out. Did I miss a step in the story?
Okay, hold on. So the 6 bells of fate are gonna get the giants that stop the moon, or whatever. The bells wake up the gods who will save the world. Do not trust the internet. Let's hear this one again real quick.
Take,
okay, hold
actually.
on. Global extinction event. Yep. Yeah, all of this happened because humans abandoned their beliefs for atheism, science, and technology, which I assume would only occur if some manner of revelation happened that, like, oh shit, religion was closer than we thought.
No, there are two alternative readings of that grammar.
Yeah.
So you're talking about abandoning their beliefs in it, right? But also it could be interpreted as abandoning their beliefs to go to it.
Thank you. Okay. That is probably the intended read. I was misinterpreting that.
There's wiggle room.
I kind of like the world building potential of my interpretation better. Not for this game. I think you are correct for this game. But, like, building a world in which someone makes a scientific discovery and, like, finally creates an instrument that can measure ghost energy, and it turns out all of the supposedly crazy people were right all along, and it's like, well, closing that door forever.
It would be interesting to see what happened if spiritual beliefs ended up getting validated by repeatable results. Would we fight harder, or would we all come together?
Yeah, Large Hadron Collider creates God particle, turns out to be literally God. It's like, oh, we have some explaining to do, don't we?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, there was a Futurama had the creature that might not have been God, and was more likely the remains of a satellite that collided with God.
The clock of dissolution. Huh.
Okay, so it's the same plot as the other game, Stop the Machine.
I like these guys. Neat.
It was quite a lore dump.
Not. This conversation is also quite an oof. I love how we had interesting lore dump guy, and now we have, see, my game's inclusive guy.
Well.
No, I wanted to assign the big Danny. This NPC has just told the character that they voted, the Council of the Muratists voted to for who to pick for the big world-saving mission, and this guy voted for the professional explorer, our brother, like any sane person would, but apparently the rest of the council decided, no, let's go with me, quoting the game, because she's handicapped and female. And it's like, ah, good. Real good dialogue, Niflus. Real good. Real good. Fuck off.
But this guy is like the one guy who didn't have that opinion, right?
Yes, this guy, this particular character is, like, fine, but, like, putting that into the story as, like, we voted for her because inclusivity is, like, that's
I wouldn't say
really
that's
not
commenting on that.
Huh?
It's not. He's not commenting on it though, really, right? Like he has a character who's kind of saying that maybe they shouldn't have done that, right? Having a character even bring it up is suggesting that.
Okay, good. This is not the one that shoots through walls. Still fucking killed me, though.
Nice. Oh, this again. I guess low is a little low lost.
Celia.
Oh boy. Is it just going to be passages everywhere? And have the quest be in one of them? A circle will probably appear if you do go near them, though.
See you later. There's nothing in there. Does not appear to be anything in there. Quest is still active, though. That worries me
Probably
greatly.
active until you go back and tell them that you couldn't find anything. It's like a scripted loss.
Okay. Oh. Perfect.
Okay. Everything worked out. Oh, there's a map cell that's not filled in.
There is, but it's off
It
of.
seems pretty obvious to
Yeah.
to it, yeah.
It's just a thing I
It was
didn't
less isolated than
go
I thought.
do. Always wander into these houses. There could be something. There hasn't been so far, but there could be.
There could be pots to smash.
You don't really seem like the type.
It's the only reason I would go in someone's house in a video game. Either that or looking for a bombable wall.
Oh yeah, I remember being through here. This is chapter 1 stuff.
Yeah.
But now I can move a little bit more efficiently horizontally. Sorry, is that the letter gamma? What is that?
Hmm?
It's impossible to see while I've got it paused, but like... when I unpause, you're going to have a few frames to look like right where I'm swirling the cursor on the game screen.
Yes.
Or maybe
I did
less
not
than
have
that.
Those frames.
Maybe even
we can
less
always
than a
get them
few
back.
frames. see if I can get you a better look at it.
That's pretty tough.
Okay, hold on. It's 2 screens to the left of here. It's 3 screens to the left of here, actually. Shit, I'm never making that.
A lot of screenage.
Okay. Shit.
That's great. Ooh, ball? Oh, not even.
Wrong.
Unfortunate.
If I boost up around there, that might do it for me. Pushing all the wrong goddamn buttons. Oh! Had I not bounced around on some edges, I think that might have worked out better.
Nice.
Okay, so here's the plan. Use 1 green charge to get somewhat close. Bounce. Use the other green charge to get the rest of the way there. Gamma!
I can't
Collect a hidden
see.
symbol, you say. 3.1% of players have this achievement. Okay, it's just a thing.
Well, there are probably more.
I mean, there's
If
at
it
least
was
alpha,
gamma.
beta, and gamma.
Yeah, so I didn't even see it at all. I'm thinking Discord compression screwed
Do
me
you know your
over.
alpha beta?
Yes. I learned it in college. What?
I don't know.
Technically touched the water for a second. Didn't touch it enough.
Yeah, you were fast enough.
Faster than the speed of dark.
Right.
Not that time.
And then this happened. I'm noticing in the normal part of the map, you don't get sent way back to checkpoints. It's just
the beginning of the room.
Yes. I mean, you get sent back to checkpoints, but the checkpoints are much more frequent.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no gauntlet.
I've not seen such bravery. Which, by the way, a friend recently got all of us Gauntlet.
Oh boy.
And it rules. Which is not a surprise.
which
Gauntlet's
Gauntlet?
awesome. Steam?
I don't think we're talking about the same thing. I was talking about thinking of the old game Gauntlet.
Well, I mean, it's in the series, yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
But maybe that'll happen on stream at some point, because multiplayer shenanigans are neat. What the fuck is this? It's Egypt in here. Is this green or yellow?
It's yellow.
Unfortunate. Further unfortunate that I just missed the cycle on that.
Yeah, you would have had it. This is fine though.
Fuck off.
I wonder if this will be an Egypt-y kind of item, or if it will merely be an item. Oh, there was an alternate way to do this where you collect the yellow again, right?
Yes.
No.
Well, no.
Yes.
Because the only way for
it's
me to
harder
connect,
without yellow.
yeah, the only way to collect yellow again would have been to be flying.
You can only do it on the way up, yeah.
Yeah.
Or I was thinking green. Yep.
I wanted to know.
Simply bouncing across would have
Ooh.
sufficed, and probably was the way to get this.
Yeah, I've done figure space now, so like, really, what are overworld challenges? Never mind, fuck.
As long as you don't fall in the trap of bouncing too much. Oh, yes. That will work, though.
Okay, yeah, we'll tackle that at another point.
Oh. That's cool.
That's nice, yeah.
That was a good one.
Okay, what the hell is?
Indeed.
Visibility? What's visibility? Good lord.
Oh, is that how this happens?
Oh, okay. Well, I have
Pile of sand.
feel, see.
See and feel.
I have,
Hear and taste.
yeah, I have two
Why not?
pieces of the quad force, or whatever the hell I'm collecting.
Awful.
What?
That sounds awful.
Yeah, not
Quad force.
nearly as iconic.
Not. That's great how you're just not getting hit
Do you
by
not?
that.
What?
Oh,
Hi?
friend?
Not immediately harmful robots. That's interesting. I wonder why that's
Are
like
these
that.
robots the broken ones, or all the other robots the broken ones?
Is the robot broken or the cave? This is a dumb reference to Broken Cave Robot, an old Flash game.
I did not know.
Oh no, no, we're back down where I've been. No, take me back to Egypt.
Ah, rip. I'm liking Egypt.
It's a little grassier than the Egypt I remember.
Oh. It's been a while.
True. It's been over 500 years since, like, previous human civilization, and even longer since Egypt. There's a beta up there. Yeah, there's a whole lot of these. Hold on. You see that?
What, is there another symbol?
Yeah. Beta
Oh, yeah, it
against
says
the
an
rock
A?
in there.
Oh, it's a B, yeah. You are correct.
It's not a B, it's a beta.
Right, that's correct. I'm on board.
Is there color booster somewhere around here? Oh, that's a big ask.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, that's never happening.
Not what that's for,
No, this is another
But
room
it
like
could-
this is another room like the area below. I'm meant to
Yeah, I bet it
exit
leads
this
to
and do some
something.
shit on the ceiling.
You will get a thing that you can get the thing with from using this thing.
Except it's not that simple.
Yes, it's not as simple as I made it sound.
Well, no, I just mean like it. God damn it. Things don't line up
No,
in the world this time.
You just need to explore more of the screens until you know what's up.
Okay, so the tip of that little hill in the background.
Yeah, the flat spot corresponds with the gap. Oh ho! A little bit of bouncy. Hmm?
Oh, that's not a thing. Neither is that. Fuck.
Rip.
Perhaps I should look at the space over here too. Ooh. Another coin. I'm finding lots of coins. Just really? Really? I'm surprised that isn't something.
Oh, I wonder if this is the homeland of all the people that speak in Morse.
Oh, could be. The crystal
'Cause they
whatever.
were- yeah, they were crystal-y, weren't they?
I had a hunch. The hunch was correct. Oh, ugh, oh, I do not like what the music is doing in my ears. Ah! Not a fan. But also we're coming up on the end of stream, so I should hope to find a save point here and wrap up.
One of these days. Oh golly.
Ah!
Remember this?
I remember this place from within a deep forest.
Didn't it also have these flowers?
It did, and was crystal themed.
Oh.
Oh, you're new.
I see where you're hiding. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Alright, I don't think a save point's particularly likely to be that way.
Oh, this got reset. Oh yeah, no, of course it did. Of course it did.
Ah, 4 directions.
I really thought you were gonna say Fortnite.
Ah,
Mine is
Fortnite.
ruined.
Why would I say that? I'm sorry, is that a watermelon?
On the internet too much.
Blood melon.
I'm into it.
I'm into it.
Thank you.
Remember, if the blood stays in your melon for more than 4 hours, talk to a doctor.
If the blood stays in your melon, stop sitting upside down.
There was just a instance of people who got stuck upside down on a roller coaster for like a number of hours.
Oh, oof. I'm not making light of that.
No. It was one of those like pop-up ones that they have at state fairs. Oh! That's probably not going to have a save thing in it either.
No, but we have rediscovered the entrance to the tapioca.
What?
Look, you haven't been paying attention for this whole thing.
No,
It was
you're
the
right.
U tapioca.
Hey, a delta!
Somebody quote that.
Discovered the entrance to the tapioca.
Okay, there's a delta, a beta. There's a whole bunch of stuff in this particular area. I wonder why.
Huh. Maybe you'll get internet points if you collect all of them.
Do you mean points like Steam achievements or points with the internet characters?
The faction. Or are you trying to take this?
I'm trying to get the delta.
Oh, there's one. Of course there is.
Yeah, it's up there.
So far away.
I've got to get one screen further with the bouncing.
I wonder if you would be able to use your very last bit of green to go up and then use your aerial supremacy to bounce. Yes.
Oh, that was it.
Yes, you can.
That was it. I forgot where it was because the area is so gray. And possibly brown.
Only slightly.
What?
Only slightly brownish.
Okay.
It's mostly just like a charcoal gray. It's sad.
Cooking or something? Rip.
I gotta find a save. But also I want this delta. Give me the Greek D.
I mean, I don't recommend the
You
like,
aren't
Delta
nearly
stuff,
oily
but
enough
we
for
could-
that.
We could go to Minnesota?
What? Is that where all the Greeks are? Minnesota? Oh, another NPC.
Oh yeah, they're
Slash
playing guy.
collectible.
Please give me end save. There's so many interesting things. I don't want to lose them. An egg? Why are you... What direction's more likely to have a save, Dewey?
Sideways. But, well, I mean, the upper one. Not through a robot. This is unfortunate.
Ah,
It's running away from you, except when you're attached? I don't know. Weird.
yeah. But I did it.
Yeah, it runs when you're attached.
Alright, more of these folks.
Maybe you can tell where save points are by where the other ones are distributed on the screen.
Well, when I'm relatively close to one, there
are signposts.
are signposts. Oh, this is terrifying.
Oh, this is a good one.
Oh. Right. It's not figure space.
Yeah, it's generous. The flower, huh?
Another rare flower for that guard that I don't actually want to bribe. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're very close to a save.
Yes, we are.
Yay. And there's an arrow and everything.
Okay. Well. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining for another session of Knytt Underground. As, 20 minutes late as it may have been. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Not as late as I thought you'd be.
Yeah, true. Not as late as I was afraid it would have to be. Ultimately, my title for this stream doesn't super make sense anymore, because we, in fact, did not run into many people with gates in the way. But,
And the one person that we did was a faker. They were faking and extortionist.
yeah.
Propaganda by Big MILF.
Perfect! That's
I
recent.
did that. What the heck? What was the context for this? That had to be Knytt related too if it was only last month. It was probably related to like Danger Milk.
I believe that was the case, yes.
Milk becomes MILF.
Yeah,
course it does.
we're using that quote to go bother this person. I love that.
That's right, I think it was Big MILF and then it like led into the MILF industrial complex.
Yeah.
How deep does the rabbit hole go?
Oh my goodness. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining. Tomorrow, session 8 of Control, but unfortunately, Oz will not be able to join. So hopefully I don't make any, like, world revelation progress. Alternately, maybe I figure out something else Inverted Castle to play for a couple of days. we'll figure it out. Regardless,
I have an idea. I will tell you in chat.
tomorrow will have to be later than usual because I now work Fridays briefly. So we will see you at 5 p.m. Central, as opposed to the 3 p.m. Central that things are supposed to be. So, hope to see you for that. Have a lovely night, everybody. Goodbye.